Welcome to our deep dive, everyone. We're going to be talking about the future of AI and tech today. We're dissecting a report from EY called Top 10 Opportunities for Technology Companies in 2025. So we're going to explore some of the key challenges, but more importantly, the really exciting opportunities that are out there for tech companies in this AI-driven world.
Yeah, what's really interesting about this report is that it signals a real shift, in the tech industry's approach to AI. It's not just about experimenting with AI anymore and showing off these really cool capabilities. The industry is really starting to demand tangible returns on investment.
So you're saying the era of look what our AI can do, that's kind of fading away.
Exactly. 2025 is going to be a pivotal year for tech companies. They need to prove the real business value of their AI solutions. It needs to translate into tangible benefits for both customers and shareholders.
Okay, so how do they actually prove that value? I mean, what are we really talking about here?
Well, think about it this way. It's not enough to just showcase that an AI can, say, generate realistic images or write creative text. Companies really need to demonstrate how these capabilities translate into real world outcomes. Like, okay, how is this going to increase revenue? How can we reduce costs with this or improve customer satisfaction?
That makes sense. It's like moving from the prototype phase to actually bringing a product to market.
Yeah,
You need to show that it solves a real problem and delivers tangible value.
precisely. James W. Brundage, who's the global and America's technology sector leader at EY, he puts it really well in the report. He says 2025 is a pivotal year for the tech industry to demonstrate AI ROI to both customers and shareholders.
So the pressure is on for these tech companies. They've got to showcase the bottom line impact of AI. And speaking of impact, the report introduces this fascinating concept of agentic AI. I have to admit, this one really caught my eye.
Yes, agentic AI. This is where things get really exciting. So imagine AI agents that are not just responding to your requests, but they're actually completing tasks independently from start to finish without any human intervention.
So it's like having a super-powered personal assistant who can anticipate your needs and gets things done without you even asking.
That's a great way to put it. Think about it. These AI agents could be analyzing customer interactions, identifying patterns, proactively suggesting solutions to improve customer satisfaction. Or they could be monitoring market trends, and they could be automatically adjusting pricing strategies to maximize revenue.
That's a huge leap from the AI applications we see today. It's not just about automation, it's about true autonomy.
Absolutely. And Jeff Vickery, EY, America's consulting technology sector leader, he predicts that agentic AI will rapidly become commonplace.
Mhm.
This means tech companies need to act fast. They need to harness this next generation of AI and create truly innovative products and services.
It sounds like this could completely disrupt existing business models. I mean, if AI is capable of delivering specific outcomes autonomously, how do you even price that?
You're right, that's a key challenge. The report actually challenges tech companies to move beyond traditional subscription or consumption based pricing and embrace something called outcome based pricing.
Now that sounds intriguing. What exactly does outcome-based pricing mean in this context?
Imagine you're a company that sells AI-powered marketing solutions. Instead of charging customers a monthly fee for access to your software, you would charge them based on the actual results they achieve, like the number of leads generated or the increase in sales.
So you're basically aligning your pricing with the value delivered by the AI. That makes a lot of sense, but I imagine it's pretty complex to implement.
You're absolutely right. It requires a lot of data analysis to accurately measure outcomes and predict future performance. And it also requires clear communication and agreement with customers on how value will be defined and measured.
This shift to outcome-based pricing seems like a pretty big deal. Are companies really prepared to make that leap?
It's definitely a challenge, but the report suggests it's a necessary one. Barack Ravid, EY, America's Strategy and Transactions Technology Sector leader. He warns that companies that stick with traditional subscription models risk losing to competitors that better align price to value received by consumers.
So it's not just about adopting new AI technologies, it's about fundamentally rethinking business models. But how do companies actually go about integrating AI into their operations so deeply?
The report advocates for what they call an AI first operating model, which means designing operations from the ground up with AI as the driving force.
So it's like building a company with AI as the foundation, rather than trying to bolt AI onto existing processes.
Exactly. It's similar to the advantage that born digital companies had over traditional businesses. They were built for the digital age from day one. Now we're talking about AI born companies being the next wave of disruptors.
That's fascinating. I'm starting to see how this could be a game changer for entire industries. But it also makes me think about the amount of data needed to make all of this work. Are we talking about even bigger data centers?
The data landscape is definitely evolving rapidly, but the report suggests a shift in focus. It's not just about massive data centers for training huge AI models. There's an increasing emphasis on what's called inference.
Inference, what exactly does that mean?
Inference is the process of using a trained AI model to make predictions or decisions based on new data. So instead of just training gigantic AI models in massive data centers, companies are increasingly looking at how to deploy smaller, more specialized AI models that can run efficiently on devices closer to the data source.
So instead of sending all the data to a central location, you're bringing the AI to the data.
That's the idea. This shift is partly driven by the rise of edge computing, which allows AI processing to happen closer to where the data is generated, like on smartphones, sensors, or even in your car.
That makes sense. It would reduce latency, improve privacy, and even open up new possibilities for real-time AI applications. But this shift also raises questions about who manages all this data and how. What does the report say about that?
The report highlights the critical need for a comprehensive data strategy in the AI age. It emphasizes establishing key roles like a chief data officer, creating a robust data architecture, and implementing strong data governance frameworks.
So it's not just about having the data, it's about knowing how to manage it, secure it, and use it responsibly.
Exactly. And the report also points out a huge opportunity for tech companies in this space. They can become invaluable partners to other businesses, helping them navigate their own AI transformations by providing the tools, infrastructure, and expertise needed to build a solid data foundation.
Okay, so we've talked about the business side of AI, but what about the human side? How does all of this impact the workforce? I know a lot of people are worried about AI taking their jobs.
That's a valid concern. But the report takes a more optimistic view. It emphasizes that AI is not about replacing humans, but about augmenting human capabilities and creating new opportunities.
So instead of seeing AI as a threat, we should see it as a tool that can make us more effective and productive.
Exactly. The report highlights the potential of AI co-pilots or intelligent assistants that can help us work smarter, not harder. Imagine having an AI that can analyze your work patterns, identify areas where you could be more efficient, and suggest ways to streamline your workflow.
That's a great way to put it. It's like having a personalized coach helping you reach your full potential. But what about the skills needed to work in this AI-driven world? Will people need to become data scientists or AI engineers?
While technical skills are important, the report also stresses the need for a broader set of skills, like critical thinking, problem solving, and collaboration. It's about being able to work effectively alongside AI, understanding its strengths and limitations, and knowing how to use it ethically and responsibly.
So it's not just about learning how to code AI, it's about learning how to think about AI and its implications.
Precisely. The report highlights the need for innovative training programs that go beyond technical skills and focus on developing the human skills needed to thrive in an AI-driven world. And thankfully, there seems to be a positive sentiment towards AI's impact on the workforce. EY's research shows that 82% of people believe AI will make them more efficient and productive.
So people are actually seeing AI as an opportunity to enhance their skills and become even better at their jobs. That's encouraging.
It certainly is, and it underscores the importance of embracing AI as a tool for empowerment, not just automation. But this brings up another important point. As companies implement AI, they also need to be mindful of the legal and regulatory landscape.
That's right. AI is raising a lot of ethical and legal questions. How does the report address that?
The report emphasizes that tech companies need to proactively engage with tax and legal functions early on in their AI transformations. These departments shouldn't be seen as roadblocks, but as strategic partners who can help navigate the complex and rapidly evolving regulatory environment.
So it's not just about building cool AI solutions. It's about making sure those solutions are compliant and ethical.
Absolutely. Long Hua, EY America's technology tax leader. He makes a great point in the report. He says, enabling the business and managing risk are threatened by compounding tax complexity, a burden worsened by scarcening tax resources. Deploying humans-in-the-loop AI is critical to bridging this divide, an evolutionary step in the business of tax.
Wow, that's powerful. It highlights the need for human oversight and ethical considerations in the development and deployment of AI. And speaking of ethics, what about cybersecurity? I can imagine AI being both a powerful tool and a potential threat in that domain.
You're absolutely right. The report delves into how AI is transforming cybersecurity, highlighting both its potential and its risks.
So on the one hand, AI can help us defend against cyber attacks more effectively. But on the other hand, it could also be used by attackers to launch more sophisticated attacks.
Exactly. It's a double-edged sword. The report emphasizes the need for proactive AI-driven cybersecurity strategies that are constantly adapting to the evolving threat landscape.
It sounds like we're entering an era of AI-powered cybersecurity arms race. But let's shift gears a bit. All of these AI initiatives require significant investment. Where are companies going to find the resources?
The report suggests that strategic divestitures could be key to unlocking the capital needed for AI investments. It's about assessing your portfolio, identifying non-core assets, and considering strategic divestitures to free up resources and create a more focused and agile operation.
So it's not just about pouring money into AI. It's about making smart decisions about where to allocate resources and how to optimize your portfolio.
Precisely. The EY CEO Confidence Index found that 59% of tech CEOs intend to pursue a divestment spinoff or IPO in the next 12 months, indicating a clear trend toward portfolio optimization. It's about focusing on core strengths and strategically allocating resources to drive growth and innovation in the AI space.
So it sounds like AI is not just a technological transformation. It's a business transformation that requires strategic decision-making across all aspects of the organization. But it's not just about what happens within individual companies, right? The report also talks about the broader ecosystem.
You're right. No single company can navigate this complex landscape alone. The report emphasizes the need for collaboration and partnership to drive AI innovation and adoption.
So it's about building ecosystems of partners, collaborators, and even competitors.
Exactly. Think about it like a puzzle. Each piece represents a different player in the AI ecosystem. You have tech giants developing foundational AI technologies, startups pushing the boundaries of innovation, academic institutions conducting cutting-edge research, and governments setting the regulatory framework.
And of course, let's not forget about the end users, the consumers, who are ultimately shaping the demand for AI-powered products and services.
Absolutely. The report really highlights the importance of understanding customer needs and preferences, anticipating future trends, and developing AI solutions that create real value for individuals and society as a whole.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here. From the need for tangible ROI to the rise of agentic AI and the importance of data strategy, it's clear that AI is reshaping the tech landscape in profound ways. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and explore some key takeaways for you, our listener. So we're back and ready to kind of continue our deep dive into this exciting world of AI and its impact on the tech industry in 2025.
Yeah, as we discussed before, this report from EY really kind of emphasizes that companies need to shift their focus. They need to move away from simply showcasing AI capabilities and really focus on demonstrating a tangible return on investment.
Yeah, it's like the industry is finally saying, okay, we've seen what AI can do, in the lab. Now show us how it can make a real difference in the real world.
Exactly. And a big part of, delivering that real world impact comes down to data. It's the fuel that powers all these AI advancements.
Yeah, we touched on the data landscape a bit earlier,
Yeah.
but I think it's worth digging a bit deeper here. We're not just talking about big data anymore, are we?
Not even close. The sheer volume of data being generated today is staggering. But it's not just about the quantity. It's about the quality, the accessibility, and the ability to extract meaningful insights from this massive sea of information.
So it's not just about having these giant data centers anymore. What's the shift that we're seeing?
Well, the report highlights a pretty fascinating transition. We're moving from a focus on massive data centers for training these large language models to the increasing importance of inference capabilities and smaller, more specialized language models, or SLMs.
Okay, break that down for me a bit.
Yeah.
What's the difference between training a large model and using inference?
Okay, so think of it like this. Training a large language model is like teaching a child to speak. You expose them to vast amounts of data, books, conversations, movies, so they can learn the intricacies of language. Inference, on the other hand, is like having a conversation with that now fluent adult. You're using the knowledge they've acquired to understand and respond to new information.
So instead of needing massive data centers to house these giant AI models, we're seeing a trend toward smaller, more specialized models that can be deployed closer to the data source.
That's exactly right. This shift is partly driven by the rise of edge computing, which allows for AI processing to happen on devices like smartphones, sensors, or even in your car, rather than relying on a central cloud server.
That makes sense. It would reduce latency, improve privacy, and open up a whole new world of possibilities for real-time AI applications. But this distributed approach to data and AI also brings up new challenges, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Data management becomes even more crucial in this decentralized environment. The report stresses the importance of establishing clear data ownership and access protocols, ensuring data quality and integrity, and implementing robust cybersecurity measures to protect sensitive information.
So it sounds like the role of the Chief Data Officer, or a CDO, is becoming even more vital in this new landscape.
Without a doubt, CDOs are increasingly responsible for crafting a comprehensive data strategy, one that aligns with the company's overall AI goals. This includes everything from data acquisition and storage to data processing analysis and security, all while ensuring compliance with relevant regulations.
Speaking of regulations, I know this is a hot topic when it comes to AI. The report delves into the evolving regulatory landscape, doesn't it?
It does, and it really stresses the need for tech companies to be proactive in shaping this landscape, rather than waiting for regulations to be imposed upon them.
So it's about being part of the conversation, working collaboratively with regulators to ensure that AI is developed and deployed responsibly.
Exactly. A fragmented regulatory landscape would stifle innovation and create unnecessary complexity. We need a coordinated approach to AI governance, one that promotes collaboration, transparency, and accountability.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the human side of this AI revolution.
Yeah.
A lot of people are understandably anxious about the impact of AI on the workforce. What insights does the report offer on this front?
Well, it's interesting because the report takes a more optimistic view than you might expect. It emphasizes that AI is not about replacing humans altogether, but rather about augmenting human capabilities and creating new opportunities.
So it's not about humans versus AI, but rather humans with AI.
That's a great way to put it. Think about it. Instead of fearing AI as a job killer, imagine it as a powerful tool that can help us work more efficiently, make better decisions, and focus on higher level tasks that require creativity and critical thinking.
I like the analogy of AI co-pilots that we discussed earlier. It's like having an intelligent assistant by your side, helping you navigate complex tasks and achieve better outcomes.
Exactly. These AI co-pilots can automate repetitive tasks, analyze vast amounts of data to identify trends and insights, and even provide real-time feedback and recommendations.
But even with these AI assistants, won't people still need to acquire new skills to thrive in this AI-driven world?
Absolutely. The report highlights the need for upskilling and reskilling initiatives to equip the workforce with the knowledge and tools they need to work effectively alongside AI systems.
So what kind of skills are we talking about here? Is it all about coding and data science?
While those technical skills are certainly important, the report emphasizes that the most valuable skills in the AI age will be those that are uniquely human. Things like critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, communication, and emotional intelligence.
So it's not just about learning how to code AI, but about learning how to think critically about AI and its implications, how to communicate effectively in a world where AI is playing an increasingly important role, and how to leverage AI to enhance our own creativity and problem-solving abilities.
You got it. It's about embracing a mindset of continuous learning and adaptability, recognizing that the skills we need today may not be the same skills we'll need tomorrow.
And what about the role of education and training in preparing the workforce for this AI-powered future?
The report highlights the need for innovative training programs that go beyond traditional classroom settings. It points to the potential of immersive technologies like virtual and augmented reality to create engaging and personalized learning experiences.
That's exciting. VR and AR could really revolutionize the way we learn and acquire new skills. Imagine being able to step into a virtual environment and practice complex tasks or troubleshoot problems in a safe and realistic setting.
Exactly. These immersive technologies can provide hands-on experience, personalized feedback, and even tailor training programs to individual learning styles and skill gaps. It's about making learning more engaging, effective, and accessible to everyone.
Okay, we've talked a lot about the opportunities and challenges of AI, but let's not forget that AI is ultimately a tool. It's up to us to decide how we use it.
That's a crucial point. The report underscores the need for ethical considerations to be embedded in every stage of AI development and deployment. It's not enough to simply create powerful AI systems. We need to ensure that they are used responsibly and for the benefit of society as a whole.
So it's not just about the technology itself, but about the values and principles that guide its development and use.
Precisely. We need to be mindful of potential biases in AI systems, ensure transparency and accountability in their decision-making processes, and prioritize data privacy and security. It's about building trust in AI and ensuring that it is used to create a more equitable and sustainable future.
This brings us back to the idea of collaboration and partnership that we discussed earlier. No single company, government, or individual can solve these complex challenges alone. We need a collective effort to shape the future of AI in a way that benefits everyone.
I completely agree. It's about bringing together diverse perspectives, fostering open dialogue, and working collaboratively to ensure that AI is used ethically and responsibly to address some of the world's most pressing challenges.
This report has really given us a lot to think about. It's clear that AI is a transformative force that's already reshaping the tech landscape and beyond. But it's also clear that the future of AI is not predetermined. It's being shaped right now by the choices we make and the actions we take.
That's a powerful message. It's a reminder that we all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a business leader, a policymaker, or simply a concerned citizen, your voice and your actions matter.
Well said. Now, as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you, our listener, with a final thought to ponder.
Given all these opportunities and challenges, what unique role can you play in shaping the future of AI?
Okay, so we're back, and it's time to wrap up our deep dives into this fascinating report from EY on the future of AI. It's been quite a journey, exploring these opportunities and challenges.
It really has. We've covered so much ground. From the shift toward demanding real ROI from AI investments to the rise of agentic AI and the need for an AI-first operating model. It's clear that AI is not just a technological trend, it's a fundamental transformation impacting every facet of the tech industry and beyond.
And beyond, yeah. We talked about how AI's influence extends to healthcare, education, finance, transportation, virtually every sector you can imagine.
Absolutely. AI is becoming increasingly pervasive, and its impact is only going to grow in the coming years.
So for our listeners, those tech enthusiasts who are eager to understand the future of AI, what are the key takeaways from this report?
Well, the first takeaway is that 2025 is going to be a pivotal year for the tech industry. They need to demonstrate the tangible value of their AI investments. It's no longer enough to just experiment with AI. Companies need to show how AI can drive revenue growth, increase efficiency, and create a real competitive advantage.
So it's about moving from proof of concept to proof of value, right?
Exactly. Companies need to show how AI can solve real-world problems and deliver measurable results.
Okay, and the second takeaway, and this one is really exciting, is the rise of agentic AI. Can you remind us what that is and why it's such a big deal?
Sure. So agentic AI refers to autonomous AI agents that can execute complex tasks from start to finish without human intervention. It's a significant step beyond current AI applications because these agents are proactive. They can analyze data, make decisions, and take actions to achieve specific goals.
I mean, think about it. You could have AI agents optimizing your marketing campaigns, managing your finances, or even handling customer service interactions completely autonomously. That's a real game changer.
Absolutely. And as these agents become more sophisticated, they have the potential to revolutionize the way we work and live.
Okay, and the third takeaway is that data is the fuel that powers all of these AI advancements. We talked about the shift from massive data centers to smaller, more specialized models. But regardless of the size, data is absolutely key.
Yeah, without high-quality accessible data, even the most advanced AI algorithms are useless. Companies need to prioritize data management security and governance if they want to succeed in the AI age.
That means investing in robust data infrastructure, establishing clear data ownership and access protocols, and implementing strong cybersecurity measures to protect sensitive information.
And it also means being mindful of the ethical implications of data usage. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, we need to ensure the data is used responsibly and transparently.
Okay, and our fourth takeaway focuses on the human side of the AI equation. I know a lot of people are worried about AI taking their jobs, but this report paints a more optimistic picture.
It does. The report emphasizes that AI is not about replacing humans. It's about augmenting human capabilities and creating new opportunities. It's about humans and AI working together, each leveraging their unique strengths.
It's like having an AI co-pilot to help you navigate the complexities of your work, making you more efficient and effective.
Exactly. But this also means that we need to equip the workforce with the skills they need to thrive in an AI-powered world.
So upskilling and reskilling are crucial, focusing not just on technical skills, but also on those uniquely human skills, like critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, communication, and emotional intelligence.
Yeah, those skills will be in high demand as AI takes on more routine tasks, freeing up humans to focus on the things that require uniquely human capabilities.
And our fifth and perhaps most important takeaway is that we need to be proactive in shaping the future of AI. This is not something that's happening to us, it's something we're actively creating.
It's about making sure that AI is developed and used ethically and responsibly for the benefit of society as a whole.
That means advocating for clear and consistent regulations, promoting transparency and accountability in AI systems, and addressing potential biases and ethical concerns. It's a collective responsibility that requires collaboration between governments, industry leaders, researchers, and citizens.
This report has given us a glimpse into an exciting future. But it's up to all of us to ensure that this future is one that benefits humanity. We need to be mindful of the potential risks, but we also need to embrace the incredible opportunities that AI offers.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with one final thought. What role do you want to play in shaping the future of AI? Will you be a passive observer, or will you actively engage in this transformative journey? The choice is yours. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the ever-evolving landscape of technology.